Issey Miyake as a fragrance house has always been one of the kings in the fresh game. They bring us another freshie with this one right here, Majeure d'Issey. Is it worth a sniff? I'm going to give you guys my first impression coming up next. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to another first impression on the Robes08 channel. Today it's going to be a first sniff on the house of Issey Miyake and one of their newish releases, 2017 release. This is Majeure d'Issey by, of course, Issey Miyake. Before I get into the review or the first impression, I want to thank my partner, fragrancefamily.com. For this scent, you can utilize my sweet code, Robes08, get 15% off on this particular scent. If you wish to do so, they have a huge catalog of Issey Miyake's scents, so go check it out. So, before I get into anything with this bottle, this fragrance, you see this bottle? This is a nice Issey Miyake. Like, this glass is thicker than usual. It's almost like bubbling a little bit. And then they got that gray brushed metal look to the cap. And the cap itself, usually these Issey Miyakes, not that there's a ton of weight on this one, but usually they're very flimsy plastic, like boop. This one has some weight to it. Very interesting. Bottle presentation, Issey Miyake's got me excited with the bottle presentation. It's not all about the bottle, it's about the scent. So this one right here, I am, of course, with all my first impressions, I'm wearing it. I have it on right now. I got that dry down right here, but of course I want to give you guys the opening. So if you haven't seen me unbox this thing, I did unbox it. It was in my June haul unboxing, so you can check it out. And I give you guys my first impression on paper. So today is more on skin. I got the dry down here and the opening right here. So let's get into the opening of Majeure d'Issey. And the opening is exactly what I got on the piece of paper. Very fresh, as Issey Miyake is known for. Sharp, metallic-like feel. It really embodies the cap of this fragrance and, of course, the gray writing. It really is a gray fragrance. That's really my thinking of this fragrance is gray. It's a sharp, metallic. It has some aquatic tinge to it. A little salty, not too much. Very musky backbone to the fragrance. Very gray-like. It has a little bit of personality, like a little bit, with the grapefruit. I didn't get much citrus. If you dig deep, you can get it, but that grapefruit gives it some personality up top. Not that it's the greatest grapefruit of all. I'm just saying it, but it does give it some personality in the opening. Now, the dry down of this fragrance, more of the same, less personality, more gray. The dry down shows more of that Cashmerian from the top. And Cashmerian is a part of the IFF fragrance ingredient. It's very much floral. It's got some woody aspects, some spicy aspects, but most importantly, it has some musky aspects to a fragrance if you put it in there. And you can definitely tell that there's, that floral tinge. It kind of reminds me of an Issey Miyake fragrance because they use floral very well, but very musky in the backbone. It truly explains what I smell here, that Cashmerian. Through and through, it's probably the biggest part of this particular fragrance, to be honest with you. The only thing with that is that it's really that opening, that's all you smell with some grapefruit and a little bit of a metallic tinge. But other than that, the opening's kind of interesting because of that grapefruit. But once that's gone, this is pretty just the aquatic, musky, floral-like, little bit of woods here type of feel. It didn't move much. Not way more, but it has more interest in the opening than the dry down, unfortunately. So Issey Miyake is really a brand. Overall, I would say it's a brand that's hit or miss. They do some great fresh fragrances. Issey Miyake's summer editions are really, really great. This thing hits that subpar category. Subpar, freshy. Issey Miyake has done better. They've done worse too, but it's okay. I'm on the okay feel to the fragrance. And there's a reason why no YouTuber really has hit this fragrance, is because a lot of people don't like it. So people aren't going to review because they're not going to buy it. No buy, no review. I'm one of those suckers that just kind of blind buys stuff a little bit. And that's what I did with this one. I like the bottle, and it's going to make for an interesting fragrance review. I don't think there's much more for me to say, unless it really does surprise me. But again, that's what a first impression is made for, and that's what a fragrance review is made for, is that I take my time with the fragrance and see what we get. And F me, because they actually released already a flanker to this fragrance. I don't know why, but they did, and it's called Super Majeure flanker. Super Majeure Issey Miyake. So super major Issey Miyake. Water. And that's a 2018 release too. So yeah, please comment below if you have smelt this fragrance. Have you smelt the flanker yet? Has it been released in your country? I'd love to hear your take on this particular fragrance, good, bad, or the ugly. Love to hear it. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a good one.